talk about some final girls. Let's just talk about
There you go.
some like shout out to Brie and all of the girls in
Yeah.
horror movies that are
Heck yeah.
making it and surviving. Who's one that is surviving and kicking butt that you just want to shout out right now? Like she did that.
Okay,
Ladies
so
first.
I have so many final girls that I think are great, but my favorite one right now is it's
Hmm.
what's her name? Naru from the new Predator movie Prey.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
That
yeah, she
girl was a
was
badass. I love that movie. She was like, all she was trying to do is just be like, what was it, one of the
Survive.
warriors in her village. She ends up
Yeah.
saving her whole village from the damn predator. Like,
that predator
that
was a
that movie was
bad
great.
dude too. He was
Yeah.
bad. He was
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, no, I will shout out her. That was
Yeah.
good. She definitely. And I love that Predator, this new one, had a female like
Yeah.
lead in there trying to take it. So I'm not mad at that at all. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Blake, what about you? What's your final girl?
I'm gonna give it to the new one. There's a lot of obviously there's a lot of great ones out there. But in to kind of bring the old and the new together, I'm gonna go with Rain, who is the final girl in Alien Romulus.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh,
And this is the technically in the story, she's coming right after Ripley. So I'm trying to bring those two together because I would say Ripley as my one, but this was like I'm gonna actually give it her because the movie's good and she plays it well and she's a good like I like the character.
see, I was worried that it was going to be a little bit too Gen Z-ish for me or whatever. So
It
I'm
is.
glad. I mean, but
Did you
yeah,
see
but
it?
It
Okay.
no, I
is.
haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
But that
But
was
it's
what
only
I
it's
was
very
concerned.
little.
Okay, then that's cool then. That's cool. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing her do her work.
I think she did a good
You
job.
spoke very highly of her and her battling of aliens. Troy, what about you? Who's your final girl that's
Me, I'm gonna actually give it to Ellen Ripley. That was my first one.
Yeah.
And she's always been like my final girl, even over Laurie Strode, because I mean Laurie, she survived, but she was shook up,
Hmm.
in Aliens 2, Ripley went and got her adopted daughter from
unbothered?
the Queen, unbothered, get away from her, you be iconic line, iconic, you know what I mean? But since, Blake kind of already gave that one, I'm going to give it to Maxine Minx.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
She's a
Wow.
survivor, dude. That's her main thing. She dropped a line in the Maxine movie when the police officer chick was asking her, why don't you help us save the next girl, the next possible victim? And she was like, she needs to save herself, baby. And that's what I was feeling. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I was feeling so. Maxine is definitely in 2024 at this moment my favorite final girl.
Okay.
Overall, definitely always giving it to Ellen though. I mean,
Interesting.
yeah, Ellen Ripley.
Interesting. Interesting. Well,
What you got?
I've got an honorable mention that I don't think gets the recognition or the praise that I believe that she deserves. And I remember watching this one in action, and she's not necessarily one that does lots of horror movie films, but she should because her performance in this just blew me away. You're gonna be surprised to know this, but I feel like Jessica Biel
Mm.
in the Texas
The
Chainsaw
chainsaw
Massacre.
man.
Oh,
Um, I believe it was in '03,
it was the first one
the first
or
of
the first
the
of the new
First of the
ones.
new
Yeah. Okay.
ones, or whatever,
Right, right, yeah.
where
Yeah.
they
Not a
basically
bad
remade
one.
that.
Not a bad one.
She
She was awesome.
actually, if you go back and you watch her,
It's
like
good. Yeah.
she fought Leatherface, like she did all of the things that you would think to do to like survive. That's why she always stood out to me because she didn't do all of the stupid girl things,
Right.
falling and
And
stuff.
I
Like
gotta say, I
she
think
ran
Yeah.
she got the most leg time out of any
for
final
real.
girl in movies. I mean, you look at that, the end of that movie is her running across the field, like the
Yes.
whole
Yeah.
thing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
people sleep on Jessica Biel. Like this was before Justin. This was when she was still like in the streets.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Leatherface, I mean, he didn't stand a chance. She was really trying to
Yeah.
get out of there.
Yeah.
So I
She
felt
chopped his
like
arm off.
Yeah, she wasn't playing.
That's
She
Hell
was just
right.
yeah.
like, she was like, "Come on, come get this. Come on, Cletus.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go." She
And that was,
wasn't
I think,
playing.
like the first time we actually saw that out of a final girl.
Exactly. I think that that's why it stood
Like
out
that
to
type of
me.
aggression. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
That was a
I
good,
was
that was a good, that was a good,
I was extremely
yeah.
impressed. I don't think that she gets
That is a good one.
recognized. I don't think she gets recognized enough. I think everybody always want to talk about Nev Campbell.
he was good.
She was good. She was good. But I want you to also not forget when you're thinking of the Jennifer Love Hewitts and the Brandys and Drew Barrymore. I want you to also never forget Jessica Biel.
Yeah, she did her thing on that one.
Yeah,
No,
man.
And
she
saved that baby at the end.
That's right. I
and
forgot about that
Yeah,
weird baby.
and she
Like a
saved the
CGI
baby.
baby.
She
yeah.
saved the CGI baby. How many final girls you know saving babies?
Exactly.
They don't ever do that. They ain't never saving no baby,
Well,
especially in
look,
the.
we're talking about our favorite now. Are we're gonna say in the same vein our least favorite?
Go on ahead. Who you
Because I
got?
mean, because you're since you're already talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
the worst final girl
Uh-oh.
gotta be the one from Texas Chainsaw 3D with Trey
Oh.
Songz in it. You know what I
I don't
mean?
think I
It
saw
turns out
that.
that's
You
her
saw that.
cousin.
That's her cut. That she was
Leatherface is her
related to him.
cousin. She's like, "Do your thing, cuz." She throw him the chainsaw. You know what I'm saying? That
She's
other
like
chick, welcome
that.
to Texas. It was a
Oh yeah, okay,
horrible.
I remember that
It
part.
was horrible.
You
So
remember
yeah,
that.
definitely, she is my least favorite final girl of all time.
Dang. She was
Yeah.
just trying to live.